This is Andrew bringing you a Keyforge deck reveal and review. This is going to be an Age of Ascension deck. I was really reminded going through these. I've gone through two full displays. A bunch of them I've played blind sealed with my daughter or other friends. Just why, AOA, like the floor for these decks is pretty low, but the ceiling is what's really low. Yeah, there's some fun stuff, but if you're playing even like an average AOA against an average Worlds Collide or Mass Mutation deck, it can just be really frustrating. I kind of saw. I think this is going to be Brobnar Mars. Let's see the other one. It's WK Modosteel of the Leaden Temple. Brobnar Mars kind of makes sense. I guess I'll think Sanctum. Untamed, that's right. Okay. So, what I'm looking for here, I mean, the ideal, and this stuff can be really good. I would love to get another nice Grunt Buggy deck. It's such a great artifact if you can get big creatures, and there's some big creatures in Mars to go with it, as well as Untamed if you get the right ones. But something to control the tempo. This type of deck, without Logos, it's not going to have high efficiency. We're going to kind of just end up playing the cards as they come. Obviously, if we get like a Martian Gem Key Abduction, something like that, that can change things up. But generally speaking, I'm not expecting here to get, to get something that's going to go through the deck fast. So I really need things that are going to make the deck worth it. So larger creatures, things like Grunt Buggy that are going to slow my opponent down a lot and drag the game out so I can get full value out of the cards, and then I have a chance. But really, with AOA, a lot of your strategies are going to have to revolve around some sort of slowing your opponent down, because in most cases, the speed in AOA just isn't going to keep up with the speed in the other sets. Maybe some Relentless Whispers, things like that in the Brobnar, wouldn't mind. Alright, let's see what we get here. Start off with a Coward's End. This is a good board wipe, but 3 chains, so it'll slow us down if we play it. When you play it, you destroy each undamaged creature and get 3 chains. Calfine, okay, it's a 5-power giant that says before fight, deal 5 damage to each neighbor of the creature it fights. That's really nice board control. 2 of those. Okay, solid. Okay, we have a Drummernaut. That's a good sign. Drummernaut is a 6-power giant with play, fight, reap. Return a friendly giant creature to your hand. That can be really nice. We'll see. If we get Ganger Chieftain, that'll be extra nice. We did. Wow. There it is right there. Drummernaut, Ganger Chieftain. I'd love to have like 2 Ganger Chieftains because we don't have archives, so we really are going to depend on... We're going to need to draw these together, and that's going to be rough. So Ganger Chieftain is a 5-power giant that says play, you may ready and fight with a neighboring creature. We did get 2. That's good news. Okay. This is a 5... Oh, I read it already. So second Ganger Chieftain, wouldn't mind even more, but 2 is pretty good. Okay, Into the Fray is an action that says play for the remainder of the turn, a friendly Brobnar creature gains fight ready this creature. Now, this would be amazing to get with some sort of skirmish in like a skirmish upgrade, but I don't think there is one that we can get here. So maybe with Blood of Titans or something, just to make the creatures bigger, that could work. We got 2 of those. Okay, that's a little rough. It's just not really reliable as a way to do much of anything. You're not going to rule of 6 with it most of the time. It's better with Wallop, though. Okay. This is an 11-power giant and location. It does no damage when it's attacked, but obviously it does 11 when it hits, so that's pretty good. We got 2 of those. Okay. We do have a Grunt Buggy. Okay, that's promising. Grunt Buggy is an artifact with a bonus amber. It's a vehicle, and it says that Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly creature with power 5 or higher, and then it's the same in mirror, so your keys cost +1 for each enemy creature with power 5 or higher. But, chances are pretty good at this point that we're going to get good value out of this and be able to control the board, right? Because we have, so far, we've seen 5, 7 creatures that match that description, and really probably an ability to control the board. So that's good. And then War Chest helps with that too. It's an artifact, it helps turn that into amber generation. It's an artifact that says action, gain an amber for each enemy creature that was destroyed in a fight this turn. So so that can turn your Ganger Chiefs in fights into amber, which is great. So if getting both those out early, I think makes this pretty good. Again, the problem is always, well, you get it early, but we'll see. Okay, Carpet Flotsam. If we ever get wiped, then this is a good way to come back. Carpet Flotsam is an action with a bonus amber that says if there are no friendly creatures in play, deal 4 damage to each creature. Then we have a Glixel Proliferator, which is a 3-power Martian soldier with Reap. If it's on a flank, archive a Mars card from your discard pile. Good way to get maybe the Carpet Flotsam back, maybe something else that we'll find later. Ixixli Fixfinger is a 2-power Martian scientist with 2 armor, has elusive as well, and it gives other Martian creatures +1 armor. It's really easy to get confused here. It's Martian, not Mars, so you really got to look for that Martian trait. Not every Mars creature is a Martian. Some are like beasts or I think even robots, things like that. So just got to watch for that. Ooh, Mars First. That's really good news. It's an action with a bonus amber that says ready and use a friendly Mars creature. Especially with some of these littler creatures, it's going to give us a chance to use them before they get wiped. And, with big ones, that can be good for just getting fights in. Mindworm is a 1-power beast with elusive, and before it fights, the creature that it's fighting deals damage equal to its power to each of its neighbors. Solid board control there. Then we have a Sky Booster Squadron, which is a 4-power Martian soldier with Reap. Return Sky Booster Squadron to your hand. Pretty cool. Aha! Tixel Beambuckler, one of my favorite Mars creatures in AoA. It's a 4-power Martian soldier with 1 armor. The play effect is deal 2 damage to a creature and move it to either flank of its controller's battle line. That's really nice. Zizix Shockworm is a 3-power Martian soldier with 1 armor, and it says after an enemy creature reaps, stun it. Keep in mind here, all these Martians are getting that armor boost from the Fixed Finger if it's out. The Mindworm is a beast though, so it's not. But the others are good, and the Shockworm is again a really good way to slow your opponent down a bit. Got 2 of those. Cool. Stormcrawler, another bit of repay here. It's a 6-power robot with 1 armor. It only deals 1 damage when it's fighting, but after an enemy creature reaps, stun it. This is our only big creature that meets the grunt buggy requirement in Mars, so that's a little sad. 2 more Mars cards coming here. I think we're past, we aren't going to get a key abduction, so it'd be sad if we got a Martian Gen here. But Uxlix the Zookeeper is pretty good. This is a 2-power Martian scientist with elusive. After it reaps, you put an enemy creature into your archives. If it ever leaves your archives, it goes to its owner's hand instead. And we did get the Martian Gen here. That's hilarious. Hilarious. We're just missing a key abduction, and of course didn't get it. The kind of good news here, though, is, this can be used. This can be used to get into your Brobnar. So I can see value in it. It's not terrible. And if your opponent has some big creatures, then chances are you're going to be able to, get up to even more than 6 amber Martian Gen, draw your whole deck into your hand, and then punish. So there's some cool stuff that could happen there. How many amber pips are we on right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 amber pips so far. See, that's just not a lot. It's definitely not, it's too little to really, I think, be a good deck. But the funny thing is, it's not bad enough to be reversal by any means. And that's where it just seems like almost like the boundaries of AoA are just narrower than the other sets. You're just not going to get as many really good reversal decks, but not a lot of triad fodder either. Okay, Fang House is a 3-power beast with Assault 3 and Hazardous 3. Makes it hard to kill and useful for killing elusive stuff. We got a Full Moon, you play it, and then for the remainder of the turn you gain an amber each time you play a creature. Nox is a 3-power beast that gets +3 power for each neighbor it has. That works well with the Grunt Buggy. Marmoswarm is a 2-power beast that gets +1 power for each amber in your pool. By the way, I'll just say the Full Moon, Martian Gen, get a big hand, have a Full Moon, you could get a lot of amber back the following turn, so that's kind of a good possibility. Rusnar is a 4-power beast, an insect with Fight, destroy an artifact. If that artifact had an amber bonus, you gain that much amber. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Save the Pack is an action that says destroy each damaged creature and then gain a chain. Good mirror to the Coward's End. Song of Spring is an action with a bonus amber that lets you shuffle any number of friendly untamed creatures from your hand, discard pile, or battle line back into your deck. Trying to think what we would really want to cycle that way, though, and I don't really see anything so far. Maybe the Fang House. Tantadlin is a 9-power tree. It only deals 2 damage when it's fighting, but after it fights, you discard a random card from your opponent's archives. And, of course, this counts for the Grunt Buggy. Amberspine Mongrel is great. It's a 3-power beast with Hazardous 3, and says after your opponent uses a creature to reap, gain an amber. That's really nice. And we did get a Chota here, so you could imagine a turn where you Martian Gen your whole deck into your hand, and the next turn you Full Moon, drop a bunch of creatures into Chota. That could be pretty cool. Grasping Vines is an action with a bonus amber that says play return up to 3 artifacts to their owner's hands. Maybe if you get in a situation where you feel like you need to lift the Grunt Buggy up for a second, you could do it that way. Or obviously control your opponent's artifacts until you get the Rusnar in place. And then Perilous Wild is an action with a bonus amber that destroys each elusive creature. All in all, though, we're at 7 printed amber here, which is really low, and we have a lot of creatures, but I'm not confident enough we're going to have a huge, a great big board presence that's going to be able to use them. It's a little rough. So again, just definitely not reversal material here, but gonna struggle to compete at any sort of a high level. Which is typical AOA. I knew what I was getting into here, but still fun to revisit, and yeah, it'll be fun to give this one a chance. Once again, that was WK Modosteel of the Leaden Temple, and hope you enjoyed, and that you'll get out there and forge some keys.